The year was 1988, a time when the world was still discovering the mysteries hidden in its darkest corners. The humid air hung heavy over Scape Ore Swamp, South Carolina, a place shrouded in legends and whispered tales of the unknown. A young man named Christopher Davis was driving home alone late one night, unaware that his life was about to take a terrifying turn. His journey took him past the murky waters of the swamp, a place that seemed to breathe with an eerie life of its own. Little did he know, he was about to have an encounter that would change his life forever, an encounter with something beyond his wildest nightmares. As he drove along the dark road, he heard a strange thump, a sound that sent chills down his spine. He pulled his car over to investigate, his heart was pounding with a mix of curiosity and fear. There, in the dim light of his headlights, stood a creature unlike anything he'd ever seen, a being that defied all logic and reason. He explained that the creature was tall and reptilian, with glowing red eyes that seemed to pierce his very soul, eyes that held an ancient, malevolent intelligence. His heart raced as the creature lunged at his car, its movements swift and predatory. The creature tore at the metal of his car with unbelievable strength, its claws rending the steel as if it were paper. Davis, terrified, threw his car into reverse and sped away, his mind reeling from the sheer terror of the encounter. He looked back just in time to see the monstrous figure disappear back into the darkness of the swamp, its glowing eyes the last thing to fade. Davis had just become the first known witness to the creature that would soon be known as the Lizard Man of Scape Ore Swamp, a legend that would haunt the area for years to come. Davis's account of that night spread like wildfire through the small community, sending shivers down the spines of those who heard it. He described the Lizard Man as a terrifying sight, something straight out of a nightmare. It stood nearly 7 feet tall, towering over everything in its path. Its skin was covered in thick green scales that glistened under the moonlight. The creature's eyes glowed red, even in the darkness, piercing through the night. Razor-sharp claws protruded from its hands and feet, ready to strike at any moment. A long, powerful tail trailed behind it, swaying menacingly. Some dismissed Davis's story. They thought he'd imagined the whole thing, perhaps a trick of the light or a figment of his imagination. Others weren't so sure. They knew the swamp held secrets, dark and ancient. They'd heard the whispers and legends passed down through generations, tales of creatures lurking in the shadows. The legend of the Lizard Man was about to become all too real, a nightmare come to life. Days turned into weeks. More and more people came forward with their own chilling encounters. A group of teenagers claimed to have seen the Lizard Man lurking near the swamp's edge. A fisherman reported finding his boat torn to shreds. Reptilian footprints, impossibly large, were discovered near the water's edge.
The authorities were baffled. They increased patrols around the swamp. Local news crews descended upon the area, eager to cover the story that was captivating the nation. The Lizard Man, once a local legend, was now making headlines across the country.
Scape Ore Swamp, once a quiet backwater, had become a hotbed of activity. Tourists and thrill-seekers flocked to the area, hoping to catch a glimpse of the elusive creature. Local businesses capitalized on the legend, selling Lizard Man t-shirts, coffee mugs, and even postcards. The small town found itself at the center of an international media frenzy. The annual Lizard Man Festival was born. Every year, thousands gathered to celebrate or perhaps mock the legend. The festival features live music, food vendors, and even a Lizard Man look-alike contest. The legend, it seemed, had taken on a life of its own. The Lizard Man story extended far beyond the confines of Scape Ore Swamp. The legend seeped into popular culture, inspiring books, movies, and television shows.
Some saw it as a cautionary tale about the dangers of venturing into the unknown. Others viewed it as an allegory for our primal fears and the darkness that lurks within us all.
Whatever the interpretation, the Lizard Man story resonated with audiences. It tapped into our fascination with the unknown, the monstrous, and the possibility that something truly terrifying might be lurking just beyond our realm of understanding. Decades have passed since that first sighting, when the Lizard Man was first reported lurking in the shadows, yet the legend of the Lizard Man of Scape Ore Swamp persists, capturing the imaginations of both locals and visitors alike. Sightings still surface from time to time, each one adding another layer to the mystery. Debates rage on about the creature's true nature, with some convinced of its existence and others skeptical.
Is it a real creature, a figment of our imaginations, or something in between? The question remains unanswered.
The swamp, with its murky depths and ancient trees, remains a place of mystery, a perfect setting for such legends to thrive. It is a stark reminder that even in our modern age, there are still corners of the world where legends are born, and where the unknown holds a powerful sway over our minds. The lizard man, whether real or imagined, has become an enduring symbol of our fascination with the unexplained, a testament to our love for mystery. It serves as a chilling reminder that some mysteries are never meant to be solved, leaving us to wonder and speculate. What are your thoughts on the lizard man of Scape Ore Swamp? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for joining me for another delve into the dark and unknown. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.